Come on, bro. You talking about the guy that wheezes? That was wheezing after he got electrified? He electrified himself off of Mace Windu's saber? Power! Unlimited power! Motherfucker!
Gracias por ver la esquina de Jody. Thank you for watching Jody's Corner.
YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. We are here for a Star Wars video, baby. Yeah! Welcome to my channel. Star Wars The Last Jedi is coming out this week, and I thought that I would do a video basically talking about what I need from this Star Wars movie. More specifically, 5 things that I need to see from Star Wars The Last Jedi. Now, Star Wars with Disney is 0 for 2 for me. I ain't feeling those movies. Episode 7 was trash in my opinion. It was nothing but a rehash that had nothing left to be desired, and I really didn't like the movie much at all, except for Rey. Really dig Rey. Rogue One didn't really do it for me either. So, you would think that I would have low expectations for this Star Wars The Last Jedi, but Rian Johnson got me looking like, I got my eye on you, bruh. And especially after I seen that trailer, I actually am ready to say now, and I've said it on my live streams before, you guys know who are subscribers to my channel, I think that this movie will easily be the best movie of this trilogy. And I think this will be one of the best Star Wars movies ever to come out. Come at me, bruh. Freak you, motherfucking One Punch Man. I don't give a freak. I believe this will be one of the greatest Star Wars movies ever released because I got a feeling about it, because of what this man said, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later. But let's go ahead and start with 5 things that I need. Starting at number 5. A better story and lightsaber battles. Oh, I need that. Episode 7 was a rehash story that didn't really feel like anything to me. I kind of knew what was going to happen before it happened. It happened so many times in the Star Wars mythos, especially in film. The Death Star, the whole find your way, the way that Rey basically was playing a Luke. And it just wasn't well directed. I just don't like the way J.J. Abrams handles Star Wars, and that's just the way I feel about it. The story just didn't get me, especially for a new trilogy. This is a new trilogy that was going to introduce it to a new generation. What better way than to tell a new story? Don't do a rehash, and that's what I didn't like. With this film right here, I need to have a better story that doesn't basically involve getting a team together to put an assault in the 3rd act on a big ship. I just don't want that. And it's not just as simple as that. It's the minute things that people say, the minute action scenes in their position in the film. I don't want to feel like I know what's going to happen next. And that's because the stories have been weak. We need a better story that actually feels like it has weight. I want to feel some drasticness. I want to feel some stakes. I want to feel that something could happen whenever something lends itself to make me believe that something can happen. And that can only happen if I take the movie seriously. I didn't take episode 7 too seriously because it felt Disney-ish. It didn't feel so much like Star Wars. I want this movie to feel like classic Star Wars. And the story has everything to do with that. Now, lightsaber battles. Star Wars isn't Star Wars without lightsabers. Just like superhero movies aren't superhero movies without superpowers. A Jedi and his lightsaber is like Superman with his powers, his flight, his heat vision, etc., etc. You need that type of stuff in Star Wars. Rogue One wants to get away with it because it's a Star Wars story. Miss me. Episode 7, the choreography was really lazy. And they hired these guys who did the raid. Everybody was hyped. Oh, they hired the raid team to go ahead and do action. Had us all like, wow. Donnie Yen, wow. Underwhelming. This is an arc where Luke, Kylo, Rey, and Finn can potentially clash. And we have Snoke. Lightsaber battles must commence. Not only should they happen, but both of these characters everybody is more experienced. Luke, Rey, Finn, Kylo. The battles need to happen, and they need to be sophisticated, and they need to be choreographed really well. I It's a problem when the best lightsaber battle happened 15 years ago. No, 16, 17 years ago. 1999, Star Wars Episode 1. The best lightsaber battle in all of the movies, to me, is Episode 1. Qui-Gon Jinn versus Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi. The score behind that, the way they shot that was beautiful. Number 2 is Episode 3, Anakin Skywalker versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. Some people will think that Episode 3's lightsaber battle is the best, but all the best lightsaber battles reside within the prequels, and that's fine because we know it's in better technology. The 70s really didn't have it like that. This is 2017. Dang near 2018. You need to bring that action. Bring those lightsaber battles. Bring something that we have never seen before. Use karate kung fu with it if you want to. Use force powers. I want to see it. Use a combination of like a 5-hit lightsaber combo with a force push. I want to see some type of shit like that to make me pop in the theater. I need that. We need that. Coming in at number 4. Choose what you're doing with Rey and Finn. Choose what you're doing with Rey and Finn. We seen in Episode 7 that Rey looked to be like she was going to be joining the Force, the Jedi. But there's a lot of teases and there's been a lot of rumors and there's been a lot of speculation that Rey could eventually go dark. And while that seems crazy to me, after I've seen the trailer, they're kind of implying that Rey can actually fall under the manipulation of General Snoke. So they're kind of playing with it a little bit, like, we don't really know where Rey's gonna go. We got Luke Skywalker in the trailer, like, this is the worst. This is the second time I felt a power like this, and this is the first time I've ever been scared of it. He's talking about Rey in that doggone trailer. I'm like, what the heck is this? Clarify that. After we see this film and after we walk away from this film, we need to know what they're doing with Rey. Is she going to go dark? Is she going to the dark side of the Force, or is she going to train with Luke and become a Jedi? That needs to be done. There should be no speculation of that going into the third film. These characters need to have their stances, and we need to know, what is Rey going to be? What is she going to be about? And that's how it has to be. Coming in at number 3. Choose what you're doing with Kylo Ren. In all seriousness, what's up with this dude Kylo? Kylo, do you guys remember Kylo Ren? Let's put a picture on the screen. That guy. See how dope and savage he looks? My God, that's one of the best looking Sith I ever seen. Puts Darth Vader to shame, doesn't he? Until he takes off his mask in Episode 7. Why the freak you take off the mask? Now he just looks weak. To me personally, he should have never took off the mask. Then once that mask came off, you see that derpy face and weird haircut and big ears. I'm not talking about the actor, just the way he looked in that suit. And then he started to act different. It's not just how he looked, it's the way he acted afterward. Throwing temper tantrums, throwing his lightsaber against computers, mad in a fuss. He had no control. He was like a little child. Well, you blew the top on Kylo Ren. If it was me, he would have kept the mask on for the whole film, and he would still be a mystery, and he would go to the dark side. But now, I believe that Kylo Ren is going to make a shift to the Jedi, to the light side of the Force, and he's going to do that in this movie. That's just what I believe. I believe that because I don't think that he's going to murder his mother on that ship. I believe that Snoke is going to say, your journey will be complete after you've killed your father. But I've killed my father. I did it. You must kill your mother too to make it complete. Yes, my lord. He's going to throw a tantrum in the hallway like, fuck, I got to kill both my parents. And when it comes down to it, and he's about to shoot the ship, he ain't going to shoot the ship. When he puts that hand out, you thought he was putting it out for Rey. I think he's putting that hand out for Princess Leia. He going to show her some utter respect. He's going to say, come with me, mother. I'm here to save you. He's going to turn his back on Snoke, and he's going to join the Jedi and re-up with Luke. Luke and Leia are going to have a moment where they're together, and she's going to, Kylo Ren, they're all three going to be together, probably hug it out, talk it out, or something like that. That would be beautiful. That's how I would do it. The simple fact that I believe this, I think some other people believe it, because I've heard it, I see articles, I read them about it. Kylo Ren might do a switch. Rey might go to the dark, Kylo might leave the dark and go to the light. Okay. Let's get this done, and we need to know what we're going to do with Kylo Ren. What are you doing with him? Is he going to be on the dark side, or is he going to be a Jedi? That has to happen in this film, and we need to know unequivocally who these characters are and where they stand. That is without a doubt. Coming in at number 2. Where the freak has Luke Skywalker been? Oh, yes. This is almost the number one thing that I need from this movie, bruh. Luke, where you been, bruh? Where you been, Luke? Hiding for all those years. For me personally, I've never been a Luke Skywalker fan. I've always believed he's whack and trash. In film, I'm not talking about books or canon or comics. In film, Luke Skywalker has been a trash Jedi. This is fact. He has not utilized his power. He was trained too late. He was way too old when he received training. He wasn't able to get that Jedi power like most Jedis do. And that's just a fact, Jack. But now in this film, he's supposed to be almighty and powerful. Well, I would like to see that. But more importantly, where you been, Luke? Where you been when your best friend Han Solo was getting moited by his own son, who you failed to train correctly, and you were his teacher, and he killed other Jedi and shit because you couldn't get it under control. You hide on a motherfucking island where all this shit is going down, and then at the end of the motherfucking movie, you want to activate R2-D2 and say, "Oh, beep boop beep, here's the plans." Miss me. You better have a good and goddamn reason why you've been missing for all this motherfucking time, Luke Skywalker. And now you looking all scary and shit in the movie. This power. This power. I need to know why you're a frivolous, scared-looking, shriveling old man. And I know Mark Hamill. I'm not talking about Mark Hamill. I'm talking about Luke Skywalker. Because we all know. You need to look up Mark Hamill hates Star Wars. Look that up on YouTube. He is trashing these movies. He said these movies are bad. They're like the Transformers franchise. It's for money. It's not for fanship.
I thought, look, why mess with its success? We're never going to catch lightning in a bottle again. We had a beginning, a middle, and an end. Let's let the memories suffice.
Realized that when I read 7, I said, I love everybody's part except mine. And on this one, it was similar in the sense that I said to Ryan, I'm so surprised how you see Luke.
Are you bummed that Luke didn't get sort of a reunion with Han Solo?
Absolutely.
Around Halloween, which was October 30th, it was announced. And, we didn't know who the director was going to be. And then they announced J.J. Abrams, and it all came out. It was all very, very exciting. And I hope people are happy. It seems like, because in Hollywood, remember, kids, it's not important if it's of high quality, only if it makes money. Now, I don't want to, a good example would be Transformers. And to be completely fair to Michael Bay, I've never seen a Transformers film. I know they're among the highest grossing films in Hollywood history. I saw a trailer, and I'm too old to process that much information. The thing looked like it was edited in the Cuisinart. If you try and count 1 1,000, 2 1,000, and it's just mind-boggling. And they're cutting everywhere where you don't know where you are. It's cinema of bewilderment, But what I'm saying is they keep making. All I'm saying is I've never met anybody that's my age or probably even your age that say, "Oh, I love that movie." Most people are disparaging of that particular franchise, but they keep making them because they make huge amounts of money. And oh my God, I just realized this is all on film.
He hates what they did with his character. Mark Hamill hates Luke Skywalker in these new trilogies, and I wonder why. You need to establish and give us a complete reason why Luke has been missing for all these years, hiding isolated on an island, and it better be convincing. Don't disrespect me and insult my intelligence. Insult our intelligence by giving us some bullshit rehash story that we've heard before, okay? I need that. Coming in at number 1, the number one thing that I need to happen in this Star Wars movie is, who is Snoke? Who is General Snoke? Who is he? Is he Mace Windu? Is he Darth Plagueis the Wise? Is he Darth Bane that doesn't die? Immortal? But he died in the game, didn't he? I don't know, did he? Frick, I don't know. Who is he? Who's Snoke? What's he about? Where you been if you've been around all this time? Because this makes me curious. If it's not General Sidious's master, like Darth Plagueis, I would really accept him being Darth Plagueis. I would also accept him being Mace Windu. But if it's not either of them, you have to really convince me and let me understand. He has to be tied to Sidious in some way. Because Sidious was the most supreme Dark Lord Sith in the galaxy for all those years. You mean to tell me that this guy Snoke has been out there and Sidious didn't know about him? That means that Snoke has to predate Sidious. General Snoke, there's one fact of the matter. General Snoke has to be older than Darth Sidious. That's the only way I'm going to buy this. Because if you're going to tell me that this other Sith has rose to power while Sidious was alive and... I don't believe... I'm not buying that. Because Sidious was the most supreme being. He was the most supreme being in the universe. So how would he not know about Snoke? That's my understanding around it. But I want to know who he is. Rian Johnson got me really hyped about General Snoke. Because Rian Johnson himself said Snoke is more dark than Darth Sidious himself. Bruh. The director Rian Johnson said it. I ain't making this shit up. He said he's darker than Sidious. You know that guy? Good, Anakin. Now kill him. Do it now. Do it. That motherfucker. Once more the Sith shall rule the galaxy. And then we will have peace. Come on, bro. You talking about the guy that wheezes? That was wheezing after he got electrified? He electrified himself off of Mace Windu's saber? Power! Unlimited power! Motherfucker! Raise. Henceforth you shall be known as Darth Vader. Nigga was wheezing and shit, evil as heck, big stomach and everything. That evil motherfucker, the same Sidious that got picked up by Darth Vader and thrown down a tunnel and wouldn't stop electrocuting, he was falling down, still shoot electricity and shit. Beast. And Snoke darker than him? Do it, Luke. Strike me down, I am unarmed. Take your father's place by my side. Fuck! He basically he sunned Darth Vader in front of Luke. He said Darth Vader ain't shit right in front of Darth Vader's face to get Luke to come to the motherfucker. There's no hope for your father. Your father is dead and he's mine. Fuck! You talking about a Sith Lord that has slaves and tells them they slaves in front of their face? I need to see that, bruh. And I'll tell you right now, he looked dope to me. Snoke looks dope. I want to see what's up with him. And I'm going to leave it at that. That's my top 5 things that I need to see from Star Wars The Last Jedi. What are yours? If I didn't touch on them, put the ones that you think that you need to see in the comment section. I'll see you down there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for that real content. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out this thing, man. Deuces!